Alright, so let's complete those elements in the verse a little more. We still can go back to our course samples folder over here. Open it up, sine background pad MIDI. Take that one and we'll sort of drag it onto this background pad channel. Let's check this MIDI quickly, what is going on over here. It's not really nicely put together, so let's listen in. This is a little bit of an automation error from our frequency shifter, so shouldn't do that over here. So let's quickly take it back to normal and take out all those automation dots. This is what we need of this MIDI, so let's consolidate this part. Take this one off and this one as well and put it on loop mode. So those are our well-known chords already. But again, we could put in this envelope shaping over here. So let's copy this envelope and paste it in here. And we'll basically do the same thing for all those envelopes over here and for those as well. All right, and also we are going to add in a couple of vocal shots. So therefore we need a couple of more tracks. I'm going to put in another MIDI track, maybe even another one. And I'm going to color them green like this. Over here I'm going to call them Vox. Could have done that a little more efficient anyways. And now we are going to take the Vox Atmo and put it onto this channel over here, channel 17. Take down the volume bit over here. You can try to play it with our keyboard. Nice. Put another one onto this one. Put this one on 18 and take down the volume of here as well. Actually, I'm just looking for those parts. So that's pretty cool. With Simpler, you can actually select parts. It wouldn't be so different if we were to take this Vox Loop file and just place it here and have it as audio inside of our arrangement or somewhere here maybe. And you could edit this just as well over here and then just take this part and work with it. But I want to play melodies with this part, so it's very easy to do that if you just deleted that track, if you put them into Simplers and let those Simpler devices play MIDI melodies. So I think I want to take this part of that loop and I need to find the corresponding MIDI file for that one. It's called verse vocals loop. So let's check that one and place it here. This is what we're looking for. So that didn't really sound right. Maybe we have to adjust the pitching. Need to go down. So over here you can adjust the pitching. So I'm going down 2 semitones. 1 more, 3. All right, let's put an EQ over here. We also need a reverb on top of it. So let's go into the reverb section over here. Select the reverb, put it on high quality as always. Put it up on 3 seconds, dry wet down a bit. Could do it a little smoother with the attack up. I think I like it better that way. And we are going to do the same thing over here. This way you're just making sure to keep the tension inside. So tension always builds up over here, and then we make sure we keep it interesting with those elements in the last bar before starting over again. Alright, so let's quickly take this other vocal element over here and put in another vocal MIDI, this one. Well, why are we using those vocal samples over here? Usually, if you make a track, you would sing your own vocals maybe, or have a singer perform your vocals. But since I don't have a singer over here sitting next to me, I'm just building up those dummy vocals with a couple of vocal samples and shots. And that way you get an idea of what you could do with this track and how to enter vocals into an arrangement like that one. It's good for learning purposes because we are learning how to use those samples inside of Simpler and how to actually make something interesting with them. So those notes don't really look correct. You probably need to transpose them down a bit. Up. Okay, it sounds right. So let's put in the EQ, cut off some of the lower frequencies again. Just roll them off over here. We can take a lot more, I think. And we can place a little bell up here. And let's quickly copy this reverb from down here and put it on this chain as well. With such a long sample, we can try to find an interesting part of it and only use that one and actually introduce this loop function over here, which is interesting as well. So if we move over the buttons, this knob start, and we move it up to somewhere over here, we'll always start over here, but it starts pretty heavily, so we could put up the attack to have a smoother starting sample. Let me solo this one. So it will always play this sample, but if we play really long notes, it would stop over here if the sample is over. So you have this loop function. If you put that on, it will loop this area as long as you play the notes. So if I hit the MIDI arm over here and I put on some notes, you see it starts again. If I cut down the length of my sample area, it repeats. And now we have this clicking effect, and we could try to get rid of it with the fader. So if we put up the fader, you see this fading area comes in and it actually tries to smoothen out this transition between the end and the beginning over here. So that's really helpful for those kind of works. Well, let's put it down a bit and play it all together again. So moving on to the next one.